What's up guys, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I am giving away the 3 transitions you just saw in the intro, largely inspired by my parents' amazing old Canon film camera. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's hop inside Final Cut Pro 10. Let me show you the transitions and one of the settings that you guys can change. And as always, the download link for the transitions is down below in the description. Okay, so here we are inside Final Cut Pro 10, and here is the Juan Vintage Pack. We have a vintage circle transition, a vintage picture transition, and a vintage slide transition. So if we head over here into our timeline, I'm going to go frame by frame so you guys can see what's happening. This is the vintage picture transition. The transition comes in, it's revealing our next clip, and it does have a black and white with some added noise color grade. But as the transition fully comes into the frame, the color grading will fade away and your clip will be exactly as you had it. So it's only going to affect the color grading of the clip at the beginning of the transition. After that, your clip will be exactly as it was. So if I head over into the second one, this is the vintage circle transition. So it comes in as a circle now. Once again, it's revealing our next clip. And once it comes fully into frame, the color comes back to life. And same goes for the vintage slide transition. So comes in from the left, going towards the right, and once it comes fully into frame, the color comes back into life. So something I want to show you guys real quickly is if we select this transition and we head over into the inspector, you guys can see that the feather is the one setting you guys can change. So I exaggerated it right here. I put it at 500. By default, it's at 50. But if I place my playhead right here, and if I increase the feather, you guys can see the feathering will change. If I decrease it, the edges will become sharper, more defined, and then I can increase it as well. So if you want to go above 100, simply click on the number, and I did 500 to be a bit exaggerative, but obviously it depends on your taste. I'm going to leave mine at 50. They are all by default at 50, but you can change that on all 3 transitions. The last thing I want to show you guys is how easy it is to use these transitions. So if I drag the vintage circle transition in between these 2 clips, it's going to drop right in there. And then if I press play, there's the transition. Now I've made them by default to be 3 seconds because I think it flows a bit better. But if you guys want to make them faster, you can simply trim down the transition like that. So I'm going to leave mine at 3 seconds. If you run into this issue with Final Cut Pro 10, you guys can see right here that when I drag the transition in between these 2 clips, there's the green plus sign, but it's not giving me the gray box. I can still let go, and then this is going to come up. There's not enough extra media beyond the clip edges to create the transition. I'm just going to hit create transition, and it's going to place it right in there. So it still will work. I just think it depends on how long or how short your clips are. Alright guys, so the download link for these transitions is down below in the description. It's the very first link. It's going to take you to a Dropbox folder called Juan Vintage Pack, and from there you can download the transitions. If you're not entirely sure on how to properly download and install transitions and plugins for Final Cut Pro 10, I've created a separate video where I take you through a step-by-step process, and I'm linking that up above right now. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.